Merry Grinchmas! It's Christmas at Universal Orlando. We are going to be seeing a lot of fun Christmas things today. I have arrived with the only goal of absorbing as much Universal Christmas as possible. You are coming with me and we are going to have so much fun. And if you have a Santa hat, put it on. And hopefully you're in the AC and not in 85-degree Florida like I am. Universal holidays last from a little bit before Thanksgiving this year, November 21st, all the way into the very first days of January. And I am starting my exploration of Universal Holiday this year with what might be just the best holiday tip there is at Universal, and also the scariest. I will not elaborate. We are starting the day today with something I've never done before. We're going to the most famous part of Universal Holiday, which is Grinchmas at Seuss Landing. Huge Grinch Christmas makeover all over Seuss Landing. Oh, yeah. There are Who's running around. Oh, I can see some Who's right now. And you can even meet the Grinch, which we'll talk about. It's tricky. But I am sort of using a little cheat code here for Grinchmas, where I am going to the Grinch and Friends character breakfast. This is available for most of the Universal Holidays dates, and it is $58.99 for adults and $32.99 for kids. It's a character breakfast where you get an appetizer, an entree, and a beverage, and then you also get to dine with the Who's and have a special meet and greet at the end with the Grinch, where you don't have to wait quite as long to meet him. Is that Martha May Whovier? Oh my gosh, she's fabulous. Oh, she's fabulous. I'm very excited to try this because it isn't all that much pricier than your typical theme park table service, and it is really helpful with meeting the Grinch, which can be quite the time suck later in the day. So hopefully it's good. The breakfast is at Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous in Seuss Landing. It's closed to be this breakfast for the beginning of the day, and you can find like sandwich boards pointing you over towards check-in. Check out the umbrella, and they'll take you inside to meet some Who's. Meet some Who beast.
Hello!
Yes, my friends live in there.
Oh,
they're Who-sized.
What is that? I didn't know that you could have a mirror this small.
Yeah, very small mirror.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You look fabulous.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I know, it's incredible. That was so fun. I was a little nervous because character breakfasts alone are daunting because you've got to interact with the characters, but they spend a lot of time with you and actually have like conversations. And then the Grinch isn't as stressful because the Grinch isn't in here, which I was scared I was gonna be like eating and the Grinch was gonna come like taunt me. You actually get a little ticket, it's this, that you take to go see the Grinch after you eat. So you grab your ticket, you go outside, and you go see the Grinch after in a much shorter line than everybody outside is waiting in the regular park to see the Grinch. So that makes it super easy. You get a full Grinch meet and greet in addition to this character breakfast with the Who's. And the Who's are going wild. Oh my gosh, the Grinch is in here. I'm so afraid. Oh, okay, I think that's just where you meet him. Everyone calm down. I was about to get so scared that he was gonna come over here. I fear him in a loving way. But yeah, so there's lots of different Who's walking around, and the Who's keep like getting up in the ceiling and like making everybody sing holiday songs, and just coming and hanging out. She like came and sat at my table and hung out with me. It's great so far. Like, I mean, literally already so much fun with the characters. So also the way breakfast works is it is this menu, and you have Who Nibbles, which are the Cine-Who Welcome Wheel, which you can get. All of this is included in the one price for the breakfast. So you can get the Cine-Who Welcome Wheels, and then you can select one entree, and they will let you select from the kids menu if you're a grown-up, so that's cool. So you can select one entree from the menu, and then it does come with juice, coffee, soft drinks, and one specialty non-alcoholic drink, the Grinchmas Sour Apple. Please join me.
Amazing.
My friends are in here. They're like, they're littler than Who's size,
It's
but
a fancy thing of Who
yeah,
technology.
yeah.
Oh, wow. So my hair looks good.
Of course it does.
I just woke up.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's the 25th annual jubilation. I've been running around.
Oh my gosh.
Helping Dora decorate everything. It's
Yeah.
been quite a feat.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot of decorations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you met my friend Mr. Grinch yet?
Not yet. I think I'm gonna go after I eat.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes, please do.
You guys can know this too.
Yeah, everybody keep it secret though.
He loves warm hugs.
Warm hugs. Oh man. That was Cindy Lou Who. You can tell because her Who nose hasn't grown in yet. But we are going to do what she said and give the Grinch a warm hug. And that will be good for both him and I. So I did get our appetizer, which is the craziest appetizer I've ever seen. Now, granted, this you get one for the. I think you get one for the table, and I am alone at my table, which means I got one for just me. So this is the Cinnahoo Welcome Wheel. So we're gonna try it out. It looks like an incredible cinnamon roll. It is an incredible cinnamon wheel. Ah, that's so good. Extra large cinnamon, cream cheese frosting, very cream cheesy. It's got that nice tang that sort of helps with the sweetness, but still like super, super sweet. Fresh fruit on the side, which I love fresh fruit, especially at breakfast time. So I was really happy to see a whole plate of berries. And then the crumble on this is Biscoff. They're kind of going crazy in here. Oh, I got this. This is the specialty drink. It is included, non-alcoholic, Grinchmas sour apple, and sour apple icy with whipped sweet cream foam and red sprinkles. And it comes in this adorable Grinch and Friends breakfast cup. It's very cute, very Christmassy. I'm feeling quite Christmassy in here. Sorry, Grinchmassy. I'm feeling quite Grinchmassy in here. I'm trying it. I'm scared because it's sour apple. This is good, actually. So one thing is that it's not, you don't have like frozen slushes here. You have legitimate ices at Universal, which is a big help here. Is that, it's like a movie theater icy. And it's not sour enough to make you pucker, but it does still taste like green apple. And then the sweet foam is really nice. It's a little too thick to like easily drink the sweet foam. They'll get kind of creative. And honestly, I'm probably gonna stir mine in, which is gonna turn this maybe into a sludge. This is like the frozen butterbeer method. It's definitely like very, very sugary for breakfast. This is a treat, but your kid will love this, and it's included. So why not, you know? And it's Grinchmas, and the Who's run on sugar, and so do you apparently. And so do I apparently, because they don't have decaf, which isn't caffeinated anyway. I actually do have friends with me there and there.
Hi, friends.
They're very small.
How do they fit in there?
They're really, really small.
We'll get you out.
Yeah.
I'll get you out, I promise.
We're on a snowflake. They're on like speck of dust, even smaller.
Wow.
Very little.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the name's Anywho.
Nice to meet you. I'm Quincy.
Anyhow, nice to meet you, Quincy. Famous Hollywood actor here.
Really?
Back in town after a long time away.
Okay.
I'm researching a role.
Okay, what role?
Can't tell you.
Confidential.
I signed an NDA.
I see.
Don't ask me to spell NDA because I don't know how to.
I'm gonna be honest. I was not expecting breakfast to be good. I figured it would be kind of like hokey. It's in Circus Magurkus Cafe Stupendous, which has fine food, but it's a quick service. So I guess just in my head, breakfast is good. So this is the Mount Crumpet French toast. It is Kataifi pistachio cream cheese stuffed brioche French toast. That's why. Dark chocolate ganache, toasted pistachios, and fresh strawberries. I saw pistachio cream cheese, but I didn't read the word stuffed, so I was expecting it to be on top. It is stuffed with this incredible pistachio cream cheese. It reminds me of like Frangipan, but with pistachio instead of almond. Honestly, this by itself would be a draw to this breakfast for me. It's like crispy and fried and like breaded, like crumbly breaded with breaded bread. You get it. And it has more strawberries. Oh, I mean, truly, they're doing something with this. And everything else I've seen, the chilaquiles and stuff look great. The train comes through here, and then everybody waves. The Highway in the Sky Sue's trolley train. I don't want to be crazy. I think this is the best French toast I've ever had. Now, key to note is I am a huge pistachio fan, but this is really, really good. There are Who's everywhere, man. And now it's embarrassing for the best French toast I've ever had to be at the Grinch and Friends holiday breakfast. But the Who's no sugar, so maybe it's not. Our final little inclusion. I wanted to show you the kids menu. It's a coloring page, and they saw me looking at it, and they let me have it. And it has a little crossword, and it's a full activity kids menu. You don't actually see this a ton in theme park restaurants, so I love this. And then you've got your Grinch cookie. Now this is crazy because this is a cookie that you can actually buy out in the land. We'll go look at how much it is, because the more I'm sitting here, the more I'm like, I think the price on this is like insanely worth it. We'll go find out more. But this is a Grinch cookie that you can literally buy outside, the exact same one. And it's all packaged up, so even though you're super full from your breakfast, you had a ton of sugar, maybe if you're me, you can pop it in your bag and have it for later or take it home as a souvenir, which is great. And this is how you know it's a Grinch cookie. It's got the little heart on it. I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, before I go meet the Grinch, I just want to like run over my overall thoughts here. They've done a really great job with this experience. It's such a fun environment because it's obviously the Dr. Seuss restaurant, so it fits. There's Who's everywhere. I spoke to 5 different Who's and I saw, I think, at least 2 more walking around. There's tons of Who's. There's cloth napkins, and like it's a real more like restaurant-y experience. But it's all like paid for in advance, so you don't have to think about like, oh, do I want to get the really expensive thing? It's all the same. It's all included in the price of the experience, and then you can kind of just get whatever you want. Shocked by the quality of the food. Absolutely shocked. I even liked the icy. Really, truly, like was not expecting that. I would like consider returning to this breakfast for this French toast. I'm not even a sweet breakfast person. Yeah, the Who's spend so much time with you. It is so much fun. And then, hopefully, a short wait to meet the Grinch. So let's go see that guy. What you doing over there?
Hey!
Hey!
In a little bit of an uncomfortable moment here.
Yeah.
So here's the situation, right?
Okay.
This breakfast.
Yes.
They didn't invite me for the menu testing process, so all of the food is a little lacking of seasoning.
I
okay?
see.
So I'm helping them out by
see.
seasoning the food.
I
See?
see.
See the roast beef here, the turkey?
Yes.
This is my good stuff.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? I was thinking that there was a little something extra to the taste of
A
my
little
breakfast.
zest. What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got the French toast.
The French toast. You know how they crack the eggs?
How? Yes.
Well, in
yes,
general,
I know how they crack eggs.
Yes,
yeah,
like this.
sorry. Yes.
I knew too. Mine are scrambled. I know. So you take the French toast, you do the
Yes.
eggs and milk the butter. My secret sauce. Just a little.
I gotta say,
Hey.
I questioned it, but it was delicious.
It's a work of art.
It's a work.
It's a work of art.
Work of art.
It really is.
I do
You
think
ate
we
it
might
up.
have a problem though.
What's the problem? Tell
One
me.
of us is gonna have to change.
Oh, it's gotta be you.
You're
is-
right.
Yours is fake.
You're right.
Mine's the real deal. I
Yeah,
got it from
and you
Santa
got the
himself.
matching
Hey, I
coat.
stole all of Christmas, and the only thing I didn't give back was Santa's outfit.
Reasonable.
It fits me better.
Reasonable.
And it's a little loose. That guy's fat.
Yeah,
He
he's a
is.
big guy.
He
He's
is,
a big
but
guy.
It's okay, me too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
These are my
both will
3 best
tell you.
friends. 1, 2, 3. Good. Well, my dear friend, shall
Love
we
it.
show off our best friends
I think
together?
so. Let's do it.
Show off your best friends.
Well, I guess we'll see if we make it through the day. Also, I think that was probably a horrible picture of me and the Grinch. But really, is it a good picture with the Grinch if it's a good picture with the Grinch? No, it would be a bad picture with the Grinch if it was flattering for either of us. So I got really like the best possible picture with the Grinch. I'm gonna say it was like 12 to 14 minutes waiting to meet the Grinch. Now you keep that in mind, okay? Because we're gonna go look at how long folks are waiting to meet the Grinch physically right now. Now, I don't know that meeting the Grinch outside of the breakfast is worth it. Don't panic. Meeting the Grinch is worth it. It is one of the coolest meet and greets of all time. It is just like meeting the live action movie character. So fun, so funny, not scary at all for the kiddos. Just a really, really cool meet and greet experience. I personally have never done the meet and greet for fun, and I don't recommend you do either for one very good reason, and that is because the line is unbelievably insane. The best way to meet him, if you want to not pay for the breakfast, is to arrive early. You'll need early entry, and to go ahead and line up for the Grinch as soon as you can. And then you might end up, once the park opens, being one of the first people in. But then you're still waiting a ton of time. It's just before the park opens. But I'll show you right now. This is the line for the Grinch. And you're like, oh, that's not bad. I'll just hop in line. The Grinch spends a lot of time with folks. He makes sure that it's a special memory, which is great. It makes the wait worth it for some people. But this is the wait time right now of 120 minutes to meet the Grinch. That is 2 hours of your park day meeting the Grinch. It's just not something that I think is very easy to stomach when you've spent so much on a park ticket. Then again, it's also not easy to stomach an expensive breakfast. But let's break down how worth it that breakfast was price-wise. So you would skip a 120-minute line. It's kind of like having an express pass to meet the Grinch, which we're not going to price, but just think about what that would be worth to you. Like maybe $5, $10. It can be little. You also get breakfast. Breakfast included an appetizer that I would say would be probably $10 if you got it on its own. It included an entree that I would say would probably be around $18-ish if you got it on its own. It included a specialty drink. That would probably be, I'm next to a place with specialty drinks. $7 if you got it on its own. And then you got that free cookie, which you can buy right here. You can literally see Grinch cookies are $5.29, okay? So altogether, if you did that breakfast food-wise, not even counting characters, not even counting the Grinch meet and greet, then you would be spending like 40-ish bucks, and that was for just me. Obviously, a shared appetizer wouldn't necessarily be 40-ish bucks a person, but for an adult, you're looking at like 30-ish plus dollars per person, and for the kids, those still aren't going to be cheap kids meals. I would say you're looking at like maybe 17-ish for a kid. So for me, I would expect to pay around 40 bucks for that at a regular restaurant. It's a character meal where I met a bajillion who's. They just kept coming. Character meals usually at a premium. Universal does not have a ton of character meals. I don't even know if there are any besides this one, actually. I'm pretty sure no. So this is the only character meal that Universal has, but at Disney, character meals are a hefty premium. And on top of that, the food was really good, and the experience was really fun, and the who's were great to interact with. I would do that again in a heartbeat on my own dime anytime if I wanted to meet the Grinch, instead of waiting an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for the meet and greet with the Grinch. Particularly because they've done such a great job where you actually get to have a full one-on-one meet and greet experience, not at your table with the Grinch. I think it was a wonderful experience. I literally heard people speaking to the managers when I was on my way out, talking about how great of a job they've done with that. So I can 100% back that. That was so much fun. Now, Grinchmas is not just in that character breakfast and Grinch meet and greet, though. It's one of my favorite parts of Universal holidays. You can see there's decorations all throughout Seuss Landing. Garland and wreaths, and of course all the decorations are just as silly as the Dr. Seuss designs. It's amazing. It looks like Christmas threw up in here. It's great. Sorry, Grinchmas. They even have Garland on the cake, on the fish on the Cat in the Hat ride. It just looks awesome. And while the only way to meet the Grinch is to wait in a super, super long line or do the Grinch breakfast, and there's one other way, which is another splurge, but it could be a great way to get through it. There is also, you can meet the Who's out and about in Whoville as well a little later in the day. Now, I always really want to meet the Who's. They're so fun to interact with, and you'll see them wandering throughout Seuss Landing a little later in the day. They are so fun to interact with, but a lot of people want to talk to them. A lot of people want to take videos of the Who's, and they end up sort of like all crowding around them. You'll have a shorter experience with them, whereas I literally got, probably cumulative like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes speaking to Who's in there. Like, I talked to a lot of Who's, had a lot of fun with them. So another plus on that breakfast, I really am impressed with it. And they have times all morning, but I think are gonna head into the Grinchmas Hula Day Spectacular. This is a massive stage show that tells the story of the Grinch, live performers, live singing. The Grinch is there, Max is there, yes, is of course a real dog, and it's here. Now this show does fill up. It's a huge theater and it still fills up because it is so popular, so Christmassy, so nostalgic. I think it's easy to forget how nostalgic Dr. Seuss is for a lot of us, but when you hear some of those Grinch lines, when I heard about the Grinch's heart growing 3 sizes from Cindy Lou, that was surprising. I just realized I forgot to hug the Grinch. I got nervous, okay? He was talking about flatulence. It was tough. There are shows all day. You want to arrive probably 20 to 30 minutes in advance of these shows, or else you run the risk of the theater getting full. And you definitely want to see this. It is a must-do show. I truly, deeply love the holidays at Universal. I'm so glad we're hanging out here today. It's such a well-done seasonal event, and it's not an upcharge. You get everything. All the holiday offerings are available to you with the price of your park ticket. And there's holiday offerings at the resorts and City Walk too. There's so much to see, so much fun to have. I love honestly, to be honest, any Universal seasonal event. Mardi Gras, Halloween Horror Nights, and Universal Holidays, absolutely incredible events. And all the Halloween Horror Nights included in the price of your park ticket. We've got so many fun things to see today. another reason to get to that show early is because a lot of the queue outside is in the direct sun, and if you're there like 30 minutes early, you'll be in the final part, which is fully shaded, which was very good for me because I don't do well with the sun. But oh gosh, it's such a wonderful show. The Grinch is so cool because it's just like, it just feels like a Christmas classic. Even though it's like relatively new as history goes. That show is really, really wonderful. There's a couple of musical numbers, of course, Cindy Lou who sings Where Are You Christmas? Martha May has this incredible song, and they do You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch with the narrator singing, and she was so good. She's an incredible singer. And she and the Grinch had some really fun like little jokes together, some more modern ones. Apparently the Grinch is cooler than me because he said 6'7".
I give it a 6'7".
I just don't get that one. You know, if you're watching as parents, you're with me, and maybe your kids say it. What does it mean? And when you ask them what it means, they're like, it doesn't mean anything. Then why are we saying it? I just don't get it. But the Grinch says it. Basically, I've been having a killer Grinch this morning because we've now done all the Grinch. And look, this is the line for the next show, all the way back up here. And they are probably very close to closing it off, despite the fact that I don't think the show's for another like 15, 20 minutes. So get here early if you want to see it. And it's a long show. It's about a 45-minute show, which is long for a theme park show, but it's a specialty, like one time a year show. It's really great. There's a live dog. I know I mentioned that already, but it just feels important. It really does just make you smile. Snow's in the theater. Kids love it. I just love it. They also did really cool this year. They did a whole Spanish bit during the show, where like the Grinch and the narrator were doing like little like jokes in Spanish, and I heard a lot of people in the audience feeling like very excited about that, so it was really cool. Yeah, seriously, love that show. It's a must do. It's not Christmas at Universal unless you see the Grinchmas holiday holiday. I keep just wanting to add ooh everywhere. The Grinchmas holiday spectacular. But I think we can bid Grinchmas to see you later because I would like to go check out some Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Those are the two lands here in Islands of Adventure, which is the first park we're checking out today. Those are the two lands that do a ton of Christmas. It's Harry Potter World, Hogsmeade, and I keep wanting to call it Grinchmas Land, Seuss Landing. They do tons of Christmas. So that's usually where I like spend a lot of my Christmas time here at Islands of Adventure. But there's really cool Christmas stuff over at Universal Studios too. So we're gonna make sure that we hit both, and maybe even a little something in City Walk that you don't even need a park ticket for. I don't know, we'll see how it pans out. We have a pretty major finale in both parks to get to, so we're just gonna have to see how time runs. Happy Christmas, Harry. It's Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. I love Christmas in the Wizarding World. They do such incredible decorations. And yes, Christmas is in all three Wizarding Worlds now. It is in this park. It's over in Diagon Alley, which we'll see today. And then we won't see today, but I have a couple of clips. Christmas has hit Place Cachet, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic over at Epic Universe as well. And it is beautiful. So here in Hogsmeade, it's kind of like a more rustic garland vibe. It's very, very cool. In Place Cachet, the lore is that all of the shopkeepers have decorated their own shops, which is why it's a little mismatched. You'll notice that the decorations all kind of go with the store that they're on. It's very cute and just feels magical. I think that any of the Wizarding Worlds already feels so magical, and then Christmas, inherently magical. So when you pair those together, it makes for a pretty fun time. Now I do think I hear something. I think I'm detecting a bit of Christmas cheer. Yes, I think I am. And I think we should seek it out. So I think there's Christmas cheer happening up ahead. The Frog Choir is out. The Frog Choir is, of course, Hogwarts' student choir, and they sing typically Wizarding songs, but at Christmas they sing Wizarding Christmas songs, some of which you might recognize, and it's pretty awesome. So let's go catch the Christmas Frog Choir.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Frog Choir is awesome. They do sing a cappella with the help of their toads, frogs. I guess it's frogs. They're really big frogs, wizard frogs. Anyway, they sing a cappella and they're really good. Sometimes there's a beatboxer. I love when there's a beatboxer. And today, the beatboxer was also like a bass singer, but like a deep bass singer. It was awesome. Hot take, I actually like the Christmas show a little bit better than the normal one, so it's a must-do for me is to hear. I mean, there's something about like a cappella in general, you know, can come and go. A cappella Christmas songs kind of hit. And yeah, just awesome, so much fun. And they have like cute little character moments, very cute. And you can take pictures with them. I just love the frog choir. That is the only Christmas show over here. The regular Tri-Wizard show doesn't really have much of a Christmas overlay. It's kind of the same. But the big finale is also over here, Hogwarts Always. So that will be for later. That'll be for tonight. Still want to get a little something for the train. So personally, I'm going to get a fun wizarding sip. Hop on the Hogwarts Express to head over to Christmas in Diagon Alley. Popped by the Hog's Head. They don't have any Christmas specialty beers or anything. That would be really cool. They do for Halloween Horror Nights usually have specialty beers, but they do have beers you can't get anywhere else at Hog's Head. So it's hard for me to pass up their like special wizarding ales because they're some of my favorites and I can't get them anywhere else. All right, we are headed on the Hogwarts Express at this time. You can bring a beverage on the Hogwarts Express. It was a 10-minute wait when I walked by earlier. It's a 25-minute now. Hopefully it's kind of in the middle of those two things. But this is a great way to get between the two parks if you want to have a little fun while doing it. Otherwise, it's a really long walk. You do have to have a ticket that gets you into both Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure to be able to ride the Hogwarts Express at all. They do scan your park ticket before you go and get in line, which is right up here. And then you get to ride the Hogwarts Express. It's a different experience depending on which direction you ride it. Because looking out the window, you're going to see some wizarding stuff. And of course, it's just really cool to get to ride it in general. But I'm going to pop across to Universal Studios and get to see a little bit of Christmas in Diagon Alley. I waited about dead on 20 minutes for the Hogwarts Express. And I took the Hogwarts Express and I came over here to Universal Studios and I went to the bathroom, which I usually wouldn't tell you about, except for the fact that it smelled like straight Christmas in there. It smelled like pine, like they're using like Christmas tree smell. I don't know if they always do, and maybe they just cleaned and I just have never noticed before, but it was also Christmas music. I don't know, great bathroom trip to fit into the scope of the video. We're now in London, which you can see is decorated for Christmas. This is part of the Wizarding World, is London out here. But obviously for us to really get a sense of Wizarding Christmas, we've got to head into Diagon Alley. I'm so excited because I'm maybe Celestina Warbeck's biggest fan, second biggest fan behind Molly Weasley. I'll accept that. I love Christmas in Hogsmeade. There's garland on all the stores, garland on Gringotts. The vibes in Hogsmeade are always impeccable. They're somehow even better at Christmas time. And really actually at night at Christmas time is when they are really beautiful. Our timing, Celestina's out. Honestly, we've been hitting timing like nobody's business today. And it's snowing. But amazing. I caught the tail end of Celestina. I might try to see a little more of her later if we happen to be here, but seeing just a bit of Celestina is all that really matters. But seeing a bit of Celestina was definitely on my to-do list, and we can check that off because she is so fabulous in her winter best. She wears like this incredible red dress for the holidays and sings holiday wizarding tunes, which are very, very fun. I love singing Celestina. I love seeing Celestina year-round. My rule with the wizarding shows is if you walk by and one's happening, go over and watch the rest of it. You don't really need to like carve out your day necessarily or check the times for them, unless you're a major show buff or looking for something to do, in which case, maybe. But if you walk by and one's happening, just pause for a second because they are all so good. Celestina's no exception. Incredible. It's so Christmassy, it's snowing. It is so funny seeing like the snow flow through the air and it's 85 degrees. Orlando. Let's check out Christmas in the Wizarding World. It's honestly mostly about vibes. There's not too much offering-wise besides Celestina doing her Christmas set, but the vibes are good, so let's check them out. Yeah, it's pretty much just cool decorations. For specialty snacks, there actually aren't a ton around outside of the very like Grinchmas has a number of special Christmas snacks, like the Grinch cookie, and then obviously the Grinch breakfast we did. But in this park, most of the special holiday snacks can be found at the Holiday Tribute Store, which is a major must-do. Even if you're not looking for merch, major must-do. And if you are looking for merch, major must-do. It's really the same. I just said it with different inflection. So we are gonna go find the holiday tribute store. It's funny, you know what would be really funny? And I know they're not gonna do this because Simpsons Land is probably likely not long for this world, but it would be really funny if they did a Simpsons Christmas over there. Oh, Christmas beat builders. Oh my gosh. Universal Orlando has incredible streetmosphere. That is entertainment that is geared towards just like stumble upon sort of vibes. You're supposed to sort of walk up and see it. But it is all listed. So if there's a show you really want to see, you can make sure that you make it to it, all in the Universal app. Beat builders, incredible show. These guys are percussionists and they're basically supposed to be construction workers who are working on the scaffolding. The music moves them and they start making some tunes with the drums. Well, no drums, it's all construction equipment. It's really cool. These guys are so talented and it's very fun year round, but at Christmas they do a Christmas spin to the show. So definitely recommend seeing it. And we have ended up right here in time to see at least, oh no, it sounds like they're in the middle of the show. And we'll see the big finale.
You know what this show needs? What? A little more cowbell!
All right, Nick, we're not quite done yet. Do me a favor. Yes. Take this drumstick. Take this cowbell. Hope you're ready for this, all right? Nick, hit that thing! Yes!
It's a good, you gotta see the Beat Builders, man. There's pretty much all of the shows at Universal are incredible. Some of them for me are like, just like, I think Beat Builders is really peak for me. There's a dance show called Vamos that happens right here. You can see where I am in the New York area that I think is so incredible. Really recommend that one too, just because it is so much fun. I don't think they have a holiday overlay, but you can also see the Blues Brothers performing here. They do have a holiday overlay. You might see Marilyn Monroe performing with the Diamond Bellas. They do have a holiday overlay. But whether or not, basically, if you hear a show happening, stop and watch it for a few minutes. I don't mean you have to watch the whole thing, but stop and watch it for a few minutes. Man, that is a honking Christmas tree. So, I think it's a little story time. You might know that Universal has a mascot for their holiday season. His name is Earl the Squirrel. He's a squirrel. And you might think, well, that's a strange mascot for a holiday season. They have good reason. The story behind Earl the Squirrel, which is allegedly a true story, is that they had a squirrel living in this tree that caused some problems for the team members. They ended up nicknaming him Earl, and now Earl is the actual mascot of the theme park's holiday season, which I love deeply. That is so cool. So yeah, Earl apparently lived in that tree. Last year, and I'm sure this year, but we will find out, they even sold a children's book with Earl's story of how he became the representation of Christmas at Universal. So cute. Okay, tribute store. Let's talk about it. Sometimes it's right here behind me. It's not right now. And it's really easy to tell because it's really obvious when it is there because they have a huge facade. Not here right now. So it's gonna be over in the Hollywood area. We will head over there and check the tribute store out. That's where I'm slowly wandering. But I'm getting distracted because giant Christmas tree. Also, I've spotted a holiday photo op calling my name. It's gonna take me forever to get to the holiday tribute store. But you know what, we're hanging out. It's the holidays, we're wandering, we're doing holiday stuff. I see holiday stuff, I walk toward it. It's not hard. Coca-Cola holiday photo op. It's cute, your family can be in a little ornament. I don't ever have anybody here who can hold a camera for me, but you could be in a holiday ornament. So in addition to a lot of the different areas of both parks having a bunch of different like visual decorations, there's also holiday music that kind of matches the areas playing too, which is really cool. Not always the case, but a lot of the time. Oh, my seeing holiday things and walking towards them thing is continuing because I see a giant pole dressed like a candy cane. But I think that's probably part of the parade route because we are walking it right now. Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. That's right, Universal has actual Macy's balloons that they use in their holiday parade that happens here in Universal Studios at 5:30 p.m. each day. It is an incredible parade. Amazing balloons, amazing performers, characters you love. Hands down, probably the biggest must-see. In fact, if you're at Universal at a time that there is a parade, the parade is a must-see. I don't even have to know what parade it is. Their parades are incredible. Remember I mentioned Marilyn and her diamonds, and they're in their little holiday outfits. Stressed enough that Doc Brown is just watching Marilyn from right here. Universal's wild, man. Just Doc Brown watching Marilyn Monroe. And then behind him, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is shouting. You know, that's just Christmas to you. I love the Santa hats on the light post. We're going into the holiday tribute store, and again, this is how you know where they are. There's like a giant facade. Looks like a log cabin. This year, the tribute store is an adorable Earl. Yeah, I told you about him. There he is. That's Earl the squirrel. He's headed in right now, it looks like, but there he is. Oh, love that guy. There you go, the tribute holiday market. So this year, the theme of the tribute store is that you are walking into, of course, a more traditional Christmas market. As you can see, you've got a like little, honestly, toy shop. Look, cute. Also smells good. It's a little nutcracker shop. They're making nutcrackers. It's crazy to just have like power tools in here. Sure, you can't do anything with them, but still. And then we're transported to the Wizarding World section, which is a little bit like a mountainous aurora borealis. There's a barn owl up there. So cool. Every year there's a lot of specialty holiday merch, and a lot of my favorites come from the Grinch collections. Oh, Grinch Snowman. Sorry, he's right there. I'll see him in a second. A lot of my favorites come from the Wizarding World collections and the Grinch collections. So Wizarding World this year, Christmas at Hogwarts is kind of the vibe. You can get like Christmas and Hogsmeade pajamas, lots of fun ornaments. Look at that golden snitch. Yeah, this is a returning collection we see every year. So cute though. Oh, the Harry and Ron stockings. Yeah, a lot of Grinch green, lots of Dr. Seuss. But it's really great because I think this is more like classic playful Christmas when you have the Grinch collections, Merry Grinchmas, while still having a little bit of like that fun twist of it being Grinchy. And there's typically a lot of Grinch merch. Continues into this room. The theme is that you're wandering around like a Christmas village. I feel like, you know those stores where you're like, there's all those little buildings and then somebody built a Christmas village with like a little train? That's what I feel like I'm inside right now. It rules. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that you have to walk through the tribute store whether you're looking to shop or not, whether you want the silliest Santa hat you've ever seen or not. You have to walk through the holiday shop because they do have so much cool theming to be seen, and that's really what I'm always here for. And sometimes I buy stuff, sometimes I don't. But they do these tribute stores year round for all the different events. So there's not always one if you happen to come between it. Snowman's head. That's cute. If you happen to come between events, there's not always a tribute store going on, but there often are. So Mardi Gras, Halloween Horror Nights, holidays, there will be tribute stores, and they rule, and you should go through them. Also, if you have like repeat visits, there are often little Easter eggs to be noticed in the posters and things that are around. My personal favorite is Gurg the Llama. Gurg the Llama is a tribute to part of the team that designs like Universal experiences. A person named Greg, and Gurg the Llama is a tribute to him, but Gurg the Llama can be found in the tribute stores all the time. Just cool stuff. What did I tell you? Gurg. I just said there's nods to him. There it is, Earl and Gurg's epically curated collection of nutcrackers. I gotta say, that is pretty epically curated. That's so many nutcrackers. We're in a insanely, and there's Earl. We're in an insanely Christmassy room. Tons of nutcrackers. This huge nutcracker that's mouth is a fireplace. That's so cool. They have a whole collection with the Universal Holiday Parade that has this adorable Santa stuff. Speaking of Santa, only way to see him is in the Universal Holiday Parade. But the really fun thing about this room is that the nutcrackers are themed to some Universal things you might recognize. This one's really sending me. I'm really loving this final room because they have all the spirit jerseys in here. They have all the like jersey styles. Jungle Roars. Jingle Roars. Sorry, Jingle Roars. Oh, what does Earl have? The world's smallest non-functional nutcracker? Oh my gosh. And then Shrek the Halls. Honestly, I'm not a fan of spirit jerseys, but this one does call to me. There's even a Back to the Future Christmas one. Shut up! And a Universal Monsters one with Dracula. Why are they doing this to me? Silent Fright. Why are they doing this to me? Why is this shelf just like for me? All right, that was great, as always. I love the, Marilyn's now meeting folks down here if you wanted to meet her. I do love the holiday tribute store. It is so cool. Here's the Earl the Squirrel meet and greet. It actually has a dedicated spot this year with theming, which is really neat. You can meet Earl at Earl and Gerg's Nutcracker Large and Emporium and Museum and Car Wash. I need a car wash. Now, though most of the holiday offerings are in the tribute store, there are a handful, like I mentioned, one of which is at Central Park Crepes, which this year is the Snickerdoodle. It was a turkey last year, Snickerdoodle this year. Holiday sugar dust on there. It's definitely a sweeter option with that Snickerdoodle crepe here. I always recommend the specialty crepes. They are so delicious, so you can get them right there. Easy peasy. Now, you might find some holiday entertainment all around City Walk, as well as holiday decoration. The big star is the Green and Red Coconut Club. Coconut Club is a bar up on the higher level of City Walk that does themed bars that go with the events at Universal. So a spooky one for Halloween, a Mardi Gras one for Mardi Gras, and of course a holiday one for the holidays. The Coconut Club overlays are super fun. They typically have some live entertainment that's pretty awesome. Definitely worth seeing. Also, we obviously just saw all of that themed merch in the tribute store, but you can also head into this big Universal store that's out here, and this first room on the corner has tons of all the same Christmas merch. You do not have to have a park ticket, and there's something with merch you want to buy. And also, Universal is very good about having the merch available multiple places, including outside the parks in City Walk. So if you don't want to carry it around, and you don't have like package delivery to your hotel, a couple of exceptions to this. If you love something Wizarding World or anything at Epic, just go ahead and grab it when you see it, or circle back to that place. Here's that children's book I was telling you about. Circle back and grab it just in case, but this store has a huge Wizarding World section that has all the Wizarding World merch, Christmas included, has all the Christmas merch at the front, so typically you can find it all in the big Universal Studios store at City Walk. Don't count on it being at your hotel, but the big store in City Walk has pretty much everything from the 2 North Campus parks. Epic doesn't usually have Epic merch, so if you want Epic merch, get it while you're at Epic. And they've actually semi-recently expanded this store, so it just kind of keeps going. And there is some Epic merchandise, Nintendo specifically here, and a full butterbeer bar now. So you can get cold or frozen butterbeer. Don't believe they have the hot though. And then it continues into the Nintendo store. So here's where you can find, Nintendo merchandise specifically from Epic. Like my Monsters merchandise, can't really find it in here. Now they do have a lot of Epic merchandise across the way at the Epic Universe Preview Center, but it's not all of it. So again, if you see something at Epic that you love, buy it at Epic. Also, the hotels have tons of holiday fun too. So ask at the front desk when you check in at your hotel what's going on holiday-wise. Make sure you don't miss anything. But for us, it's getting kind of close to parade time. So I want to go grab my spot. We're going to check out the Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. We're going to see Shrek. We're going to see Minions. We're going to see Santa. And of course, a lot of really incredible floats and really incredible balloons that are to die for. While I'm walking over though, let's talk a little bit about the holiday tour. So if you want to see all of the really fun stuff that I've seen today, plus a lot more without hassle, there is an upcharge way to do so with the Universal Holiday Tour. This is basically a holiday geared guided tour that will take you through all the best of the holidays and some exclusive experiences. One of those is seeing the parade floats and the balloons, getting photo ops with them, and of course you'll get to skip any lines to meet the Grinch. You get VIP seating at the Hula Day that we saw earlier. You'll get even closer than me without the wait in the sun. So if you want to have a great holiday time, it is a little bit of an upcharge, but my friend Miranda, she does it every single year. It is her go-to theme park experience, the holiday tour. So it's an incredible experience, and it's not as insanely priced as like some guided theme park tours. It gets you through all the fun holiday stuff. Like I said, incredible parade, absolute must do. And now we're going to, since the sun is going down, head back over to Islands of Adventure to try to catch holiday lights at Hogwarts, which is the projection show on Hogwarts Castle. And you want to talk about magic, this thing is so magical. It happens continuously from dusk onward, and it is a Christmassy projection show that sort of takes you through Hogwarts at Christmas time. Very heartwarming and a great finale to our night. holidays at Universal. If you are still here, like this video and drop this secret code in the comments so I know you made it all the way. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. We upload tips, games, info, and more from Universal and beyond all week because we are serious about fun. I'll see you next time.
And goodbye, friends in there. I don't know. You know what? A person is a person no matter how small.
No matter how
so
small.
That is true. Bye, friends. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.